The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Carson-Newman drops the series finale to Tusculum 6-3. Andrew Rogers here with the head coach of Carson-Newman baseball, Tom Griffin, for the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, they scored first in the first two games of the series. You were able to overcome some of those early deficits yesterday, unable to do that today. Fell behind 6-0. Made it interesting, though. Scored one in each of the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings, but ultimately fell short today. As this team has progressed throughout the year, how do you get them to avoid these slower starts to games, get them into a groove earlier rather than later? Because you don't want to keep falling behind so early, knowing you can't come back from all the deficits you did in the past.
Can't come back from all the deficits. You just put that in a really nice way. Let me rephrase what you just said. You guys are having trouble scoring runs, and if you fall behind too much, it's going to be hard to come back. Did I paraphrase that pretty well?
Yeah,
you're right. And today was an example, man. Not good at bats. Really bad at bats. And it starts with little things like runner on second, nobody out. We want to try to move the runner. We know what the guy's throwing, and hitting's hard. But the approach, we're swinging out in front of breaking balls and off-speed pitches instead of letting it travel deep. And, if we're going to foul things off, we're fouling them off backside just because you're letting it travel deep, and we're way out in front of stuff. So there's no approach or plan. It's almost just free swinging and not getting bunts down for guys that are supposed to get bunts down to try to create some runs. Little things. Base running was really bad today. We made a lot of mistakes in base running. Some rules in base running that we talk about, we didn't do. That's disappointing because it's March. And sometimes the game creates, us not to play the way you're trained, So, yeah, that was just disappointing. What was really encouraging, boy, Andrew Bench was phenomenal. What a great job he did, man. I was so happy for him. And then the three freshmen. Boy, they were solid at the end. Boy, that was really good. They have been good, man. They've gotten out there. And the main thing you got to do is just be in the strike zone. If you're in the strike zone, you got a chance. And they have some stuff, but then they're in the strike zone. That's huge.
You mentioned those guys in bench limited the damage. Almost got an inning-ending double play there in the first inning. I mean, it was very close to being that, but then he puts 3 consecutive zeros up. The 5th inning's the 5th inning. He was deep into his outing, but how promising is it to see a guy like Andrew Bench step in, do that, but also the guys to follow down the stretch of this game as well?
Oh, it was huge. We should have turned that double play. That was a momentum kill right there. That's a bang, got the hop, bang. You got to turn that. That's got to happen. Good clubs got to be able to turn that. And then what a huge momentum that would have been right there. But, again, then you got to figure out, all right, how do we get through that? So, yeah, we got to keep working on stuff. We got to keep getting better. I've got to do a better job of coaching and teaching and instructing. So we just got to get better. That's all. That's all it is. And we're on spring break. So we get to work on some things. And listen, it's good to win a series, no question. But at the same time now, you want to make sure that if you have an opportunity to win a series and sweep it, you'd love to do it. And credit to Tusculum. We knew they would come out and play well. Our guy threw well, bullpen. They did a good job, got their hits when they needed. Put the crooked number up. That's a big way to win. It's a crooked number. So great job on their part, coming here on Sunday.
No midweek again for the second straight week, and with spring break off, obviously the main focus for the guys will be practice, try to get better and get ready for the weekend. You're going to head on the road for the first time outside the state of Tennessee next weekend against UVA-wise. What do you want to see from this group that's had home success, has won 9 straight home series dating back to last year, be able to have success on the road for the first time in conference play?
Well, road, home, it's the game. You're competing against yourself in the baseball. We want to gain confidence. We want these guys to have self-confidence, have confidence in each other. We want to make sure that the training gives them success. And some of the things that maybe we've seen up to this point over a month, what are some of the things that we need to work on? What can we tinker? What can we make adjustments with? But really now it's just being comfortable being in the game, being comfortable with a lead, be comfortable falling behind, handle adversity, all the things we try to do each and every day. We talked this morning, how are we making each other better? Not only as teammates, but also, the grand scheme of things here, and great thing about being at Carson-Newman is, how are we getting better in our faith? grand scheme of things, that's the biggest thing. And we talked about that this morning, and when we were talking about our faith. And hey, listen, man, we want to make each other better. We want to grow as players. We want to grow as people. Most importantly, we want to make sure we're growing in our faith and helping each other do that. And this is a great group of guys. We have some great young men that are doing that for each other, and they're doing it for me for sure. So, this is a great challenge, man. Can't wait for this week to practice.
Coach, thanks for the time as always.
Appreciate it, Andrew. Have a good day.
That's Carson-Newman head coach Tom Griffin. I'm Andrew Rogers for the Eagles Sports Network.